the rise of Mt. Gox, how a trading card website became Bitcoin's biggest market. In the early days of Bitcoin, one name towered over all others, Mt. Gox. Founded in 2010, Mt. Gox was more than just a Bitcoin exchange. It was the epicenter of the cryptocurrency world. It was a digital Wild West full of promise and peril. At its peak, Mt. Gox handled over 70% of all Bitcoin transactions worldwide. The exchange was the brainchild of Jed McCaleb, an American programmer who stumbled upon Bitcoin's potential. He named his creation Magic: The Gathering Online Exchange, or Mt. Gox for short, after the popular trading card game. As Bitcoin gained traction, McCaleb's platform became the go-to destination for buying, selling, and trading this new digital gold. Mt. Gox's early success was a testament to the growing interest in Bitcoin. Individuals and businesses flocked to the exchange, eager to be part of this revolutionary technology. Prices soared, and fortunes were made and lost overnight. However, beneath the surface of this digital gold rush, cracks were beginning to show. Mt. Gox's rapid growth came at a cost, and the exchange struggled to keep up with the increasing demand and security challenges. Trouble on the horizon, early warning signs and missed opportunities. As Mt. Gox grew, so did the challenges it faced. The exchange was plagued by technical difficulties, security breaches, and accusations of mismanagement. In 2011, a major hack resulted in the theft of thousands of bitcoins, raising concerns about the platform's security. Despite these red flags, Mt. Gox remained the dominant force in the Bitcoin world. Its founder, Jed McCaleb, eventually sold the exchange to Mark Karpelès, a French programmer who would become the public face of the company during its most tumultuous period. Karpelès inherited a company grappling with internal strife and external pressure. The exchange was struggling to keep up with the demands of its growing user base, and its security measures remained inadequate. Warnings from security experts and members of the Bitcoin community went unheeded. Mt. Gox, it seemed, was too big to fail. But the cracks were widening, and a seismic event was about to shake the foundations of the cryptocurrency world. The heist. Millions of bitcoins vanish into thin air. In February 2014, the music stopped. Mt. Gox abruptly halted all Bitcoin withdrawals, citing unusual activity. The announcement sent shockwaves through the cryptocurrency community. Rumors and speculation ran rampant as users frantically tried to access their funds. The truth was far worse than anyone imagined. Mt. Gox had been hacked, not once but repeatedly over several years. The attackers had exploited a vulnerability in the exchange's system, siphoning off bitcoins undetected. The scale of the theft was staggering. Over 850,000 bitcoins, worth an estimated $460 million at the time, had vanished. It was the biggest Bitcoin heist in history, and it sent the price of Bitcoin crashing. The fallout. Mt. Gox crumbles, leaving investors in ruins. The collapse of Mt. Gox was swift and brutal. The once mighty exchange filed for bankruptcy, leaving its creditors, including thousands of Bitcoin investors, in financial ruin. The hack sent shockwaves through the cryptocurrency world, shattering the illusion of Bitcoin's invincibility. The fallout from the Mt. Gox hack was immediate and far-reaching. Trust in Bitcoin plummeted, and the nascent cryptocurrency industry faced an existential crisis. Governments and regulators, who had been largely hands-off until this point, began to take notice. In the aftermath of the hack, the question on everyone's mind was, how could this have happened? The answer, it turned out, was a combination of factors: lack security, poor management, and the inherent risks of a decentralized and largely unregulated financial system. Picking up the pieces. The search for answers and stolen bitcoins. The Mt. Gox hack left behind a trail of devastation and unanswered questions. Where did the stolen bitcoins go? Who was responsible for the hack? And what would become of Mt. Gox and its embattled CEO, Mark Karpelès? The investigation into the Mt. Gox hack was long and complex. Law enforcement agencies around the world launched investigations seeking to track down the stolen bitcoins and bring the perpetrators to justice. Some of the stolen bitcoins were eventually recovered, but the majority remained lost in the vast digital ocean. The investigation also uncovered evidence of negligence and mismanagement at Mt. Gox, raising questions about the role of the exchange's leadership in the disaster. The trial of Mark Karpelès: justice or a scapegoat? As the dust settled from the Mt. Gox collapse, attention turned to Mark Karpelès. The former CEO, once hailed as a pioneer of the cryptocurrency world, now faced scrutiny and accusations of responsibility for the disaster. In 2015, Japanese authorities arrested Karpelès on charges of embezzlement and data manipulation. The charges were unrelated to the hack itself, but stemmed from allegations of financial impropriety at Mt. Gox. Karpelès' trial was lengthy and closely watched by the cryptocurrency community. Prosecutors painted him as a reckless and incompetent CEO who had mismanaged Mt. Gox and contributed to its downfall. The defense argued that Karpelès was a scapegoat, a victim of the hack himself, who was being made to take the fall for a systemic failure. In 2019, Karpelès was acquitted of the embezzlement charges but found guilty of data manipulation. He received a suspended sentence. A catalyst for change, the Mt. Gox hack and the birth of cryptocurrency regulation. The Mt. Gox hack was a watershed moment for the cryptocurrency industry. It exposed the vulnerabilities of this new technology and the need for greater security and oversight. In the wake of the hack, governments and regulators around the world began to take a more active role in overseeing the cryptocurrency industry. New regulations were introduced aimed at preventing money laundering, protecting investors, and ensuring the stability of cryptocurrency markets. The Mt. Gox hack served as a wake-up call, forcing the cryptocurrency industry to confront its own shortcomings. It highlighted the need for greater transparency, accountability, and security measures to protect investors and ensure the long-term viability of this emerging asset class. Lessons learned: strengthening security in a decentralized world. The Mt. Gox hack provided valuable lessons for the cryptocurrency industry, particularly in the area of security. It underscored the importance of robust security measures both at the exchange level and for individual users. Exchanges implemented stricter security protocols, including multi-factor authentication, cold storage for digital assets, and more rigorous Know Your Customer or KYC and anti-money laundering or AML compliance measures. The hack also highlighted the importance of user education and responsibility. Individuals were reminded of the importance of securing their digital assets, using strong passwords, being wary of phishing scams, and storing their private keys securely. The enduring legacy of Mt. Gox: a cautionary tale in the age of digital gold. The Mt. Gox hack remains a cautionary tale in the annals of cryptocurrency history. It serves as a reminder of the risks and rewards of this new technology and the importance of responsible innovation. The legacy of Mt. Gox is complex. It is a story of ambition, innovation, greed, and ultimately failure. It is a reminder that even in the decentralized world of cryptocurrency, trust and security are paramount. The Mt. Gox hack also highlights the importance of regulation in fostering a safe and stable environment for cryptocurrency to thrive. While excessive regulation can stifle innovation, the absence of rules and oversight can create an environment ripe for exploitation and abuse.